News 46 is brought to you by Pahrump Rentals and Hardware is your friendly small-town hardware store. Shop small, shop local.
Welcome back. A local man is arrested after a naked scuffle with officers.
Anthony Provenza has been arrested for being under the influence of a controlled substance, indecent exposure, and obstructing a police officer at the location of Pluto Street here in Pahrump. According to the declaration of arrest, deputies were dispatched for a naked white male adult yelling and acting irate in the backyard of a home. Upon arrival, deputies spoke to a resident of the home who explained that the male was known as Anthony Provenza and was allegedly homeless but was allowed at the residence. Deputies say that they made an attempt to alleviate the situation and made progress, but that Anthony started walking towards them in an aggressive manner, leading the officer to deploy their taser. According to police, Anthony was belligerent and would talk about Hitler, outer space, and at one point challenged the deputies' authority. A search warrant was applied for and approved. A blood sample was obtained, and Anthony Provenza was booked into the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center.
And police say a female driver who was involved in an accident told dispatch that she needed to see her mom before she would stop her car.
Patrol members be advised.
Demetrius Dunlap Johnson has been arrested for first offense DUI and hit and run at Gamebird and Barney here in Pahrump. According to the declaration of arrest, deputies were dispatched to the scene of a reported injury accident. However, the reporting party, later identified as Demetrius Dunlap Johnson, allegedly left the scene. Deputies noticed that a stop sign at the intersection was knocked over and damaged. Nye County Sheriff's Office dispatchers claimed that Demetrius was refusing to pull over because she wanted her mother. Deputies located Demetrius on Barney Road near Hardy Lane, whose vehicle had moderate damage to the front end. Demetrius allegedly advised that she was coming home from one of the local brothels and had consumed 2 shots of vodka and had smoked marijuana earlier in the day. According to police, she had stated that another vehicle struck her own, therefore causing her to strike the stop sign. They claimed that the damage to her vehicle was consistent to having only hit the stop sign. Demetrius was then placed under arrest and transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. A blood sample was collected for testing at a later date. This is Peyton Kingston reporting for News 46.
All right, let's join Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, the Google walkout was a stunner. The New York Times reports hundreds of employees worldwide walked out of more than 20 offices yesterday. The protest is intended to send a signal to top officials at Google that the tech company needs more transparency over how it handles sexual harassment and employee empowerment. The leader of the Android unit at Google, Andy Rubin, left with a $90 million exit package following allegations that he denies. The CEO last month said Google is dead serious about providing a safe workplace. Turning to the economy, wages are on the rise for America's hourly workers. Compensation jumped 3.5% in the third quarter. So many people are working right now that the number of job openings reached a record 7 million as companies scramble to find skilled workers. Manufacturing activity, though, slowed last month. The ISM index fell to 57.7.
More local news right after this break.